I thought I'd actually introduce myself a little bit. I was raised in a small town in Ohio where I survived a steady diet of Velveeta cheese and white bread sandwiches. I went to Carnegie Mellon University as an electrical engineer, where I spent more time building spring carnival floats and not so much on circuits. Then I went to work for the Boeing Commercial Airplane Company, where it was quite enjoyable working on the planes. I worked on the 747 SP. But I worked in this room. This was the room with engineers in it, 250 of us, and those little slits on the other end was light. And also, I also learned that I didn't get to pick who I worked with. This was quite a rude awakening for someone who was used to hanging with their friends in the summer, and then they'd say, you sit next to George and you work with George, and I never worked before, so that was kind of a rude awakening. But I was there, as you'll notice in your intro, I was there to design a milestone in aviation history, the lavatory occupied sign for the 747. So that whole introduction was just so I could get that in, because I didn't want you to miss my major accomplishment there. I came to Stanford to the product design program and really discovered my passion for design. I then started my first company, which was called the Intergalactic Destruction Company. I was told by a guy like Tom Kosnick, who was teaching the class I took, and said, if you have a small company, you have a very big name. But I particularly liked our logo for Intergalactic Destruction. And there I started building things, and I realized my passion for making things, for making stuff. And it was all because of Stanford, and so I'm still here trying to pay back my debt by teaching a few classes every year. One of the things I learned as a student here at Stanford was that you could use design for all kinds of things that were useful. And this was a phone that I designed while I was here. I was trying to get the attention of a particular woman who was on campus, and I made her this phone. This phone has the advantage that no matter what button you push, it calls me.